Hi, everybody. My name is Sara and I'm a naturopath specializing in gut and stress. So, first of all, I'd like to thank Mel for this great opportunity. I love it that we each have something that we can offer everyone else and that we get these short little snippets to make sure that that's the sort of support that we need. So, I'm here to talk to you about how your health actually is a direct correlation with the health of your business. So, I work a lot with women predominantly, and a lot of them come to me who are feeling quite tired. Sometimes lacking in confidence, gaining a bit of weight, hormones are out of control, the gut's misbehaving. And when we start to unpack that and realize what's going on, a lot of it is because they're forgetting to take care of themselves first, as well as they're taking care of their business. So what I wanted to do is actually talk to you about what might happen, but also those things that you might be able to do. So often I see as a typical pattern, or these things could often happen, and that is not getting to bed in time. They're working too late, or it's actually the only time after the kids are down, the work's done, is actually their own time that they have to themselves. So instead of sleeping, they're actually scrolling Facebook, that sort of thing. And so therefore they're not getting to bed as early as they would otherwise. But that's the only downtime they have during the day, so it's quite precious to them. And I get that. And as a result, though, in the mornings they're pretty fatigued. They need that extra bit of sleep because they went to bed late. So then they're not getting up and doing the yoga or the exercise or meal prepping. And then they're looking for that extra cup of coffee just to get them through the day. They're skipping meals or they're eating too quickly. The gut doesn't like that. So there's doing, and then at night, maybe reaching for an extra glass of wine to wind down. So these people are often tired. Their mental clarity or brain fog is very prevalent. And that also then affects their confidence because they're not as decisive, they're not as quick. And that's really frustrating to these very driven women. And then we get into things like weight gain, and maybe the hormones start to get off, so their cycles become a little bit more challenging, especially for those around them. And then also we see a lot of digestive issues too, in terms of nausea and bloating and alternating bowel habits and that sort of thing. And a lot of time I can actually track this back to the things that they are not doing every day. And so that's what I'd like to encourage you to do, is actually start to think about what are those things that you invest in your own health every day. Because I think a lot of us are really good about investing in the social, in the marketing, and in the systems, and the coaching, and the funnels, and the client retention, all of those things that we have to do. But what is it that you actually do to take care of yourself, as well as you take care of your business? Because I would argue that your health of your business is actually a direct reflection of your own health. Maybe not in the short term, but most definitely in the long term, and that's usually what drives people to come see me. So what are those things that you do every day that actually take care of you? So it might be the time that you go to bed, it might be the exercise, it might be meditation or yoga, it might be how you eat, it might be limiting the coffees or the chocolate or the cakes, those sort of things. But all of those things that you do consistently but not perfectly can actually really translate to quite profound impacts on your health. And those profound impacts on your health will actually translate into profound impacts on your business, because anybody, and I am one, will actually say to you it's very hard, almost impossible to run a business when you're in burnout. And so that's when the body's really just said, I'm out, I'm done, can't help you anymore. And that's a pretty terrible place to be, both physically and mentally. So what I really like you to do is think about what can you do consistently every day to actually invest in yourself just as well as you invest in your business. My freebie for this is actually a webinar that I did about how stress impacts our lives, and my top 3 tips on what you can do. I really work to the principle of keeping it simple, and the tips are actually all really correlated back to that. And you also then get a discounted access to my online stress resilience program. So what I'd like you to do again is think about what are those things that you already do, and kudos to you if you're already doing that's fantastic. But also if you can do more, but then to those of you that may not be doing, what are those things that you can do that you can commit to every day? And I'd love you to put a post down below. 1, to celebrate your win because you are doing something for you, but 2, think about inspiring someone else. Maybe they just need that idea or that incentive just to do a little bit more for themselves. And that ripple effect that we can do in business is pretty powerful. So any questions at all, please feel free to drop me a line. I'll put my contact details down below in the comment section. But otherwise, I hope you have a great day. Thank you.